guys, so I want to do another kind of commentary, and I know, dude, I'm so ADD. I keep hearing my door open. I still have this kind of baby cold. I thought I saw like something on my cheek. I don't know what is going on, but yeah, what is there? I see something, I swear. Oh, I got it. Anyways, sorry if you hear a lot of noises around me. My washing machine is going. There are gardeners outside. There's a 2-year-old in the balcony across the way. There's a lot going on. So anyways, I wanted to do a commentary on something that I think a lot of people struggle with. I know that while this isn't something that I struggle with a lot, well, maybe I do struggle with it. It just manifests itself in a different way. I know that this is really common, so that's what I want to talk about today. And the topic is kind of not jealousy. It's weird. I'm going to explain it to you. I don't know the word to use. But have you guys ever had that feeling where, like, you know, when you feel sad and you feel unmotivated and you get annoyed with other people, friends, whoever, who are, like, you almost feel like they're rubbing what they're doing in your face, and you kind of can't tell. You can't tell, like, are they kind of rubbing it in my face? Because people do kind of tend to overcompensate when they feel insecure, or am I just feeling really badly about myself right now, so that's really getting to me? And I know for myself sometimes I have a hard time telling the difference, telling if people are overcompensating to try to, like, make themselves feel better and more productive or successful or whatever, or why did that person just throw that off his balcony? That is so weird. Oh, they tossed something off their balcony to someone else. Or if I'm just feeling bad because maybe I'm having a hard time with something at that point. Like, maybe I'm not feeling so productive or successful or whatever. So seeing what's going on with them is kind of a reflection of what's not going on with me. So I guess what I want to say is my suggestion when you feel that way and you're confused and you don't know why you're feeling badly, it's a fine line, because you don't want to isolate yourself, because that's always my first response. My first response is to, like, isolate or back away, and that's not always good, because if you have too much time alone with your thoughts, it's like, it's not good. You'll make up all kinds of crap. But it is okay to back away and not look. So if the things that are bothering you, maybe they're on Facebook or Twitter or any kind of social media, it's okay to give yourself permission to not go and look. Like, for some reason we feel like we have to be on Facebook and Twitter in this society, but it's like, if you're having a hard time, back away from that for a while. You don't maybe need to back away entirely from the person or the people that are doing this, but a lot of times social media paints things very differently than what is actually going on. I would say 90% of the time, that's the way social media is. And it's just, sometimes it's just not healthy. Either to one extreme where everyone's like, oh my god, my life is so great, I'm so beautiful, and blah, 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 right? Which happens a lot. Or it's the other side of things where people are like, oh my god, I'm so angry, and they write this huge monologue on Facebook where you're like, whoa. So it's not bad to back away. And I remember the first person that told me that was a woman who I kind of consider like a mentor of mine, which to anyone out there, that's something I also want to recommend. If you know of people in your life that are wiser than you and farther along than you that would be willing to kind of help you when you need it. If you said, like, hey, if I'm struggling with something, would you be willing to meet with coffee for me, like with me, like twice a month, once a month, whatever, or for me to call you if I need advice on something? I have a few people in my life like that I know are there for me. They're older women, and they've taught me so much and helped me grow a lot, and I really recommend that to people. So I feel like I'm rambling and I'm getting off topic, but I guess the moral of the story is it's okay to back away. And when you back away from social media, what I would say you need to do is literally force yourself into action. Because a lot of the times, you don't feel like doing these things. You don't feel like maybe studying more. If maybe your goal is to get really high grades for college, like, maybe you don't feel like studying. So turn everything off and study. Like, the momentum ends up making you feel better. Maybe you have work to do. Turning everything off and doing your work makes you feel better. Maybe you need to exercise, and the friend that you're seeing is like, maybe you're on the dance team, and the friend that you're seeing is like, oh my god, nailed a triple turn today or whatever, and you're like, oh my god, I can't even get my double, like, and you feel crappy looking at Facebook seeing that. Well, get off Facebook and go and work on your own stuff. Like, keep your eyes on yourself. It's weird, I was thinking about this the other day. Comparing your progress to other people I think a lot of the times comparison is like a killer of joy. Like you can be happy and then you start comparing and all of a sudden you feel like crap. I understand the need for comparison so that you know kind of where you are and you have a benchmark and something to aim for. But at the same time, sometimes you can be perfectly happy with the strides that you're making and the things that you're accomplishing for yourself. And then you look at someone else because P.S. there's always going to be someone doing better than you no matter how good you are. And you look at someone else and then you're like, well, great. Now I feel like crap. I was feeling good and now I don't. So that's something that like I have to tell myself sometimes. Sometimes I'm literally will speak, what is going on? I will literally speak to myself out loud and I will be like, stop. Do not write that on Facebook. Do not write that on Twitter. Or get off your computer, Nicole, and stop comparing yourself because good and successful is really relative and it's constantly changing, you know, like, and there's always going to be someone getting better. Maybe Dan and I were talking about this. I don't know what we were watching the other night, some sport. We were talking about the Olympics, how the people that won first place in gymnastics in the Olympics in like the 20s are not as good as the people that are winning gold medals in the Olympics nowadays. You know what I mean? Like the bar is constantly being raised, so that cannot be your measure of happiness. You know, like you want to feel good with yourself and what you're achieving and have good food and hang out with your family and friends and good relationships, and that's what life is about. And get off the comparison like treadmill. You know, I'm not really like it sounds like I'm preaching you guys like get off the comparison treadmill. I'm not. I'm talking to myself, really. Let's just be honest, because we're all human. We all struggle with the same thing. Okay, my washer's going crazy. So loud. So I'm gonna go now. I hope this is helpful to you, and I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. I will see you next time. Send your messages to asknikkip@gmail.com, and let me know if you guys like these kind of like commentary type videos. Let me know in the comments. So I will see you next time, and love you guys. Bye. Obviously, I feel like a broken record when I say that like race does not matter, but it doesn't. So just chill, kind of see how your friendship goes, what happens.